Hello and good day. Hello and good day. Good morning. See, I'm a little discombobulated. I need to get it together, so I'm not gonna look at the camera, but I'm definitely gonna talk while I'm on my way to work. It is the Monday after Hurricane Beryl came through. I am in Houston, Texas, and I'm not going to tell a story, you guys. I really feel like they undersold this Hurricane Beryl that came through. I really feel like they undersold it, and it came through and it dropped off. It left a lot of damage, right? So last week was rough, to say the least. Thank the Lord that I am somebody who started dealing in like minor prepping, meaning like preparing for different types of disasters and different types of emergencies, just because I've just really been interested in that, for the longest before I can remember. And because I've seen a need over and over every storm season, every hurricane season. When I was residing in Colorado, the cold season, right? Winter is long there. It's longer, of course, than it is in the south of the United States. And so I just saw a need for disaster preparedness, right? And when I tell y'all, this was a test of my preps, because currently we have a multi-generational household, and whenever I decided to go forward with coming together with my mom and my stepdad and purchasing a home, all of us together, there were some things that did not fit, right? Because it was not just me and my children residing in a home, in a place. So I had to downsize a lot of things, and I had to be really strategic with the things that I kept and how I stored things, and really had to be innovative with my storage for things that were and are essential, right? And not necessarily essential daily, or that I might use it weekly, but for example, the hurricane, storm preparedness, disaster preparedness type things. And I had to downsize a lot of things. And I'm not going to play with y'all, but I'm so glad that the Lord put it on my heart, however long ago, to be a person that has at least the basic preps. When I say, y'all, that saved us through this storm, that saved us through going to these crazy gas stations where people were acting crazy and fighting, and a person is in line waiting to get gasoline. They're starting to pull up as the person in front of them is leaving the pump area. Somebody whips in and then jumps out with a whole bunch of people like, I dare you to say something. Crazy. That's how people get in trouble with their lives. That, either way, the folks that's jumping out, that's deboing, they thinking that they big and bad. People's getting tired of stuff like that, right? And then also the people who jumped out being big and bad, if somebody was to say no, that's not right, them jumping on the person, or pulling something out on them or whatever like that. But it definitely got crazy, and it just highlights the fact that a lot of people do not prepare prepare properly. They do not prepare properly. It's like they know every single year. We know every single year there is going to be a storm season. Wherever you are, there are things usually, right, on average, that happens more in different areas. Like there may be places that you go where there are more tornadoes. Just point blank period. They're like the Midwest, right? Down here where, the Gulf. So the hurricanes are coming through off of the ocean, off of the Gulf. There are places where they have earthquakes. Okay. Places where they have, forest fires. And that's something that people have to prepare for and look out for and be cognizant of and have their escape plan, their escape routes, have their communication devices up, running, ready to go. Not, okay, I'm gonna buy it, I'm never gonna use it, I'm gonna store it somewhere, and then when I go to use it, either the battery is dead, corroded, doesn't work because there's no battery, there's no charge, I didn't charge it up, or I charged it and then left it for a long time, and the battery went dead. Or I bought something, I never used it, and even though there may be a manual, I don't know how to do it in the middle of an emergency, or the manual's gone, so I'm just fumbling. And so I just say all of that to say last week was definitely tough, and we have to do better. The Bible talks about we're destroyed for lack of knowledge, right? Educate yourself. You don't have to be the savant of everything. You don't have to be a person that knows everything, but there are certain things in your life that are patterns that happen in patterns. If you are somewhere down south like me, Texas, Louisiana, and these hurricanes hit, okay, you need to have in your bucket of knowledge emergency preparedness for these bad storms, these hurricanes, potential flooding, if that's something that you deal with in your area. Wherever it is, educate yourself, get yourself up on the knowledge of what to do, how to prepare, how to take care of yourself. Definitely your immediate family, and I'm talking about the people that live in your home with you, right? And then also, if you have it in your heart and if you have it in your budget, you might need to extend a little bit, because there's going to be people who have the audacity in your family, possibly, if you're, if you have family, that they're going to see you prepare, or even if you're not really vocal about your preps because of safety, but you talk to them about it, they ignore you. Every conversation you have about making sure they get prepared before the hurricane season starts, or before the bad tornado season starts, or something like that, they're gonna not talk to you about that. They want to talk about everything under the sun except for that, until they sitting somewhere looking a mess. Then they won't call you. Then they're gonna call you. They want you to come pick them up. They want you to feed them with your food, not bring nothing from their house. They want you to spend your gas to come and get them because, they call acting up a little bit or whatever like that. I guarantee you, if you talk to 5 people, 1 or 2 of them got some family members like that they've already had a situation like that with. I guarantee you. So if you can, and you find it in your heart, and you're able to financially do a little extra prep, and I say especially for the elders, because a lot of times they don't listen to you, but then they expect you to take care of them. Like they didn't just disrespect you the whole time you were saying, hey, this is a good idea, have this, have that. But then they expect you to come to the rescue. And it's not me being mean. It's me seeing it over and over and over again. And it's just like, y'all ought to know better than that. It's too many, like, compromised people that suffer in these situations. Elderly people, sickly people, babies, like little small babies. And folks are not preparing how they should. I just bless God that he gave me the wherewithal to prepare. So my family in our immediate household was good to go. And best believe we got a phone call or two from individuals who knew everything was coming, did not prepare, and had the audacity to be upset because not that we said no. The answer was absolutely yes, but you need to come with some provisions. You need to bring your food. What were you going to eat anyway? Bring that. And had the audacity to get angry at that request. And we have other rules in our home because of how our home runs. We don't smoke in there. We're not in there drinking around the kids. We're not doing, edibles or, anything of that nature in there. So, you have to put that disclaimer of, hey, if you want our help, that's fine, but this is how our home runs. And people got the audacity to get a whole attitude, and they didn't show up. And I'm glad. I'm not even going to front. I am glad, because I really feel like if you are in need and it is more important for you to be smoking and drinking, and you got an attitude because we say that doesn't happen in our house, we don't do that in our household, stay where y'all. I tell them to stay. That's fine, but we don't do that over here. So you can go ahead and figure something else out, and let me know if you figure it out, and give me an update. Of course they don't give you no update because they got an attitude, but oh my gosh, it has been a whirlwind of a week, and I'm so thankful that God has seen me and my family through it. And this is definitely a Monday because traffic is backed up. Ooh, it's backed up. And I'm very glad I got on the road early. It's another thing with preparedness. Get on the road early. If you encounter some type of obstacle, you'll be able to reroute and prayerfully, hopefully, still get to your destination on time. So I say all that to say this: prepare. And I'm talking about in the natural. Absolutely, this translates to the spiritual. This translates to the spiritual. The spiritual first. Prepare. And in the natural, prepare. It's not one or the other. It's both. It is both. You do both. Don't be, so spiritual that you're sitting there and you have everything you need to do what you need to do, but you're sitting there talking about something the Lord will provide. He has provided. He's given us the knowledge. He's given us the time to prepare beforehand. He's given us some type of income to, get something here and there. Even if you get, an extra pack of beans every now and again, extra canned good every now and again. And then things that you eat and you store it up and you just rotate it, and you'll see that your stores are, your preps are increasing. Know you're on a fixed income, got it, but you can get 2 extra cans of soup each time you go to get you some groceries. You know, get some corned beef hash. You know, some people are like, I don't eat certain things. Got it. But also throw a couple of what people consider that struggle food in there. It will bless you in an emergency. Y'all don't understand how good that spam tastes when you cut it up good and you fry it up and put it on a piece of bread. I don't know. I just want us to be ready. And if not, we're not ready in regular things, how we think we're going to be ready when things start getting crazy? They done already said, you know, the UFOs is real, and you know the Independence Day type situation is real and stuff like that. We know it's real. We just don't call them aliens. We know that it's demons. We know what the Bible is saying is happening and it's going to happen. It's really going to be creatures out here that's unlike anything we have ever seen. Maybe they didn't try to imagine it with some of these movies, but it's going to be in real life. We have to prepare, you guys. We have to prepare. So you need to practice. We have to practice these things in our daily lives so that we get into the good habits of, hey, I've been preparing for things. I've been prepping. I've been, when I want to spend that extra money on XYZ, I went ahead and spent a little bit to make sure that next storm come around, we good. I got a little butane stove. And that's one thing. I got a small generator. It was less than $200 with a solar panel. I got it a couple years back. Had never needed to use it before. Used it this past hurricane. Butane stove with the little butane canisters. You stick the canister in there. You lock the canister down. It's just a one-eye little stovelet. Use that the whole time our power was out. Use it the whole time our power was out. And when I say my mama was in there cooking on them things, she done bought a pot of rice with my little generator. Now that was only supposed to power like two little fans and your cell phones, just to make sure it has a light on it. It can do like smaller electronics, but just to make sure you up and running, you got a little fan going or what have you. Just a little personal generator. My mama done cooked a whole pot of rice on that thing. You hear me? When I say we tested it to the max. And I had used it before as far as like charging my electronics and things like that. So I knew that it worked for that. But I never tried to cook a pot of rice on it, right? So, it's just like, it was a blessing. Like we had full cooked meals with the preps that I already had, because all of the fast food restaurants were closed around me. All of the like sit down food restaurants had closed for a couple of days, and you would be surprised how many people do not have enough food, shelf stable type foods, for a couple of days. We had enough water. It was lovely. And then, some comfort items, some comfort items. So we had water, but we also had like the little bitty flavor packets. So you put a little flavor in there if you didn't want to just drink plain water. It was awesome. Just as far as we are in the middle of this disaster, the electricity is out. They're trying to, figure out what's going on, clear out all the trees down everywhere. And, to just be able to maintain and have some cool air blowing over you in the Texas summer, it was beautiful, and I am thankful. But like I said, the Lord put it on my heart to prepare for those things. And if you watch this video, please do not take it lightly. This is your sign to prepare. Whatever natural disasters you deal with in your area, start small. A little extra, bag of rice if you eat rice, maybe some of your favorite dry noodles, when you go to the grocery store, things that if the power goes out and you don't have a generator to hook your refrigerator and freezer up to, that you'll be able to eat and not be sick of what you're eating, right? Canned goods, shelf-stable items. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's prepare. Let's treat ourselves. Let's love ourselves better than just figuring it out in the middle of an emergency. Because it's a lot of people out there, they're going to do that, and they're willing to hurt others to get what they should have prepared for. And you don't want to be out there in those streets where people are out there acting crazy just because they didn't prepare and because you didn't prepare. I love you with the love of the Lord. I hope this blesses you. I hope this lights some type of fire under you. Or if you've already been prepping, I hope it just helps to encourage you. Because I'll tell you one thing. I've been doing preps and talking about preps for a few years now. Like people in my family tease me about it. Tease me. Like, why are you doing that? That's so silly. Then of course it was that's what white folks do. All right. Y'all gonna see. And they saw. They see. But push through that. If people are teasing you about that and being prepared, that's silly to even think that somebody would tease somebody about, because it's just like, who lives unprepared and thinks that is an accomplishment? Who thinks that is smart? That is foolishness. That is foolishness. And the Lord gives us way better than that in terms of where we are right now. And if you're in America, we have so many opportunities and so many. It's like you go in a grocery store, it's amazing in there. Years back, they didn't have that. They did not have that. So I'm not even going to get on starting a garden type thing. Because although I desire that, I haven't started up real good again yet with my garden. But that's in the works as well. So anywho, I love you with the love of the Lord. I want you to be prepared for the things that have been happening, but especially for the things that are coming. They are coming. Let's prepare for them. All right. Until next time. Bye.